Okay, next we have Emily Davis. Emily is a friend of mine who used to work with me at OC last year, but Emily is now here at Dolvin, and she's currently working as the PBL coach. So for those people that do not know what PBL is, just give us a real basic description of it.
We get that question a lot. So PBL is project-based learning, and it's kind of flipping the way that you teach so that you're not teaching the content and having the project at the end, but you have the students actively engaged in learning and completing the project as the unit goes along.
Yeah, I've often heard that description be the project at the end being project-oriented learning versus project-based learning, where the learning and the project are
kind
intertwined
together.
Yes.
With small checkpoints along the way to make sure that
and Dolvin's really lucky that they have coaches here, and we're going to talk to another coach in a second, but Dolvin used their seed fund money to fund this position, which is a great resource. How have you changed? What are you doing in Dolvin that's really making that useful?
It is always a different thing every day. Sometimes working just one-on-one with a teacher who kind of has an idea and wants to know how to make it a little bit more either authentic, so that they're kind of reaching out and touching real world and making giving the students a chance to see how that learning applies in real life. Sometimes it's a whole grade level saying, like, we want to do a unit on such and such, can you help give us some ideas? So it just kind of varies depending on what they want. Some things that we've kind of had in motion, I've worked with some 4th graders designing a unit on Native Americans, and they had to their tribe had to leave their area and figure out how to survive. Planning collaborative writing with the 1st grade, doing a writing piece also with 5th grade, where we're going to go and interview some people who served in World War II. So just, all kinds of things all over the board.
I love the infusion of all that real world and real life, because even though it's Native Americans, those are skills that they could transfer into life. Now, one thing that I also want to kind of figure out is, how does instructional technology fit with PBL? Like, is it always included? Is it, not included? How do they fit together?
It is not a necessity, but it's definitely a huge bonus. I mean, without the technology, you're a little bit more limited in how you can share your learning with the real world. And then technology gives students more ways to share what they know, whether it's through the little checkpoint assessments or, creating the final product at the end. So they go together really well, but you can do PBL without technology. It's just a lot more fun with it.
Now, is PBL part of Dolvin's instructional model for the personalized learning rollout? Is that one of the...
Yes.
Okay.
And giving that student choice and voice is a big piece in the PBL, so letting them kind of direct their learning, and that's one of our big focuses with our personalized learning.
And I love that, it's... When the schools are picking a focus, they don't need to pick all 7 of the principles. Picking something like student voice and choice, which is great for that student ownership piece.
Right.
So we are going to talk to another coach today, and then we are going to go around with our coaches to some of the different classrooms. I'm here with our second coach from Dolvin Elementary School. This is Renee Morris. Renee was formerly a kindergarten teacher here at Dolvin, and she moved into the instructional technology coaching role. Renee, tell us how long you've been with Fulton County.
This is my 12th year with Fulton County, so 10 of those years were in kindergarten, so
you're a bit of a kindergarten expert.
Yes.
I guess. Okay, so Renee, I mentioned that you are an instructional technology coach, and again, that's a role that not all schools in Fulton County have. Can you tell us a little bit about what is that job and what do you do during the day?
So every day is totally different. It can be anything from helping co-plan with a teacher that wants to integrate technology but just really isn't sure how to do that. So helping them plan. Also, we do a lot of professional development for the teachers on different things that they can do with technology. So we hold get and go stay and plays after school for them. And then also one of the biggest pieces is that job embedded professional development.
I love the job embedded.
Which is when I will go into their classrooms and actually model a lesson or co-teach with a teacher and work on how to integrate technology seamlessly.
And it's nice that with that job embedded, PD, that they continually feel that support, that somebody's there with them, they're not alone in the journey. It's a great model to have, and that's one of the things that Dolvin's very fortunate that they have those positions, but that is great that we have the Vanguard coaches that are able to do that, where a school has not yet funded that position. Now, I also want to clear up a pretty big misconception about personalized learning and technology. Personalized learning, we know, does incorporate technology, but I think a lot of people think it's personalized learning is instructional tech. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
So personalized learning and technology go hand in hand for sure. It definitely enhances personalized learning, but technology isn't necessarily the end-all be-all of personalized learning. Obviously, personalized learning is when the kids are doing and learning at their own pace, doing their own. Not every kid's product looks the same. Not every kid is doing the exact same thing. Technology just makes that a lot easier.
Yes.
Because you can have the children using different devices and different things, and you can do that whole flipped model to some extent, where I can record myself and they can watch me instead of watching me live. So this kid could be learning about something totally different from another child in the room.
Which is great, that some of that flexible pacing, that choice in voice, those are all elements of personalized learning.